these products. I think, you know, of course, who doesn't know somebody that that doesn't touch cancer today?
Right.
It seems like everybody we know knows someone. And I myself have family members who are survivors and wish they had knowledge of Lindy's Skin when they were going through their treatment.
Have you actually had an opportunity to use it, or do you know someone that has?
I do, but what I really wanted to know is, what about people who are not going through treatment? Can they use these products, and would they be beneficial? And because, you know,
yes,
I see other people using them, and I think, gee, it would be good for maybe for me.
Well, my ears perked up as soon as she said anti-aging. Of course, my ears perk up at anything that says anti-aging. So,
well, I mean, factually, the fact that they were created, the products, Lindy's Skin was created with the criteria for a very compromised population, people going through cancer treatment. It does make them great for people with other issues, whether it's rosacea, people with diabetes who have low circulatory issues, thus very dry skin. And then, of course, there's people who just have very sensitive skin or high allergic sensitivity to ingredients. And the bottom line is they're absolutely good for everyone. And then, of course, people who are finished their cancer treatments. Many women have issues long after treatment, just like you mentioned,
right,
long after it's over, and often for life. And so anybody can use the products. You don't have to have or be on treatment to use them.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that about afterwards, because, you know, a lot of us think, oh, well, your treatments are done, you know, you're healed, you're better, move on.
Right.
And these can help you move on and maintain a good skin.
Right.
All right, Dobby, thank you very much for your call. Do you have any other questions or comments?
I just wondered, where's the best way to find Lindy's Skin? I know when we're looking, how do we find them, and do we have to know which products are good for which thing, or?
That's a good question.
Well, generally you can get information about what to use based on what you're going through on our website, which is lindyskin.com, but we're sold in most major cancer centers and hospitals and specialty shops. We're now in spas and salons too. And you can find the places on our website.
And we also have your phone number up there too.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Dobby. I appreciate the call.
Thank you, Lindy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It must be very gratifying for you when you do talk to women who have used the products and say, you know, in this small way, I felt more like myself, even though I am now identified as a breast cancer survivor.
Well, you know what, we do get, and I'm sure you do, emails and letters daily from people actually thanking us for making these for them at a time that they had these acute needs. And it's a really unusual experience to have people thanking you for making something that they need.
Yeah, you know? Well, hey, I'll bet you after this show you'll get a lot more of that, because one thing, I have been an advocate for breast cancer patients since my mother was diagnosed, and this is more than 25 years ago. And people always love when we do these shows on breast cancer, whether it's talking about the breakthroughs or whether it talks about products or, you know, having the doctors on, whatever. So I'm glad that you were able to be with us to kind of tell us more about this. Back to the telephone lines very quickly. We're joined by Marilyn. Hi, Marilyn. How are you?
Hey, Lynn. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Do you have a question or a comment for us?
Well, you know, I have been familiar with Pink Ribbon Associates and Susan McHugh for quite a while now as the executive director of eWomen Network. I'm proud to have them as one of our members. And I remember the very first time I saw the display that she had of her products, and I was just knocked out. Not just by the beauty of the products, but the inspiration. And I understand that the products are there to raise money for breast cancer and breast awareness, but you know what? It's so much more. It extends way past just an illness. It feeds your soul. Some of the products that they have, the books that they have, their journals. I have the little rocks, the Believe in Miracles, the Dream. I have them on my displays because I want women to be inspired. And so I've, you know, purchased things from time to time from Susan because I just love the inspiration that it gives me, and I know it gives others. And people have seen it and said, "Oh, where did you get that?" And then I call Susan up. I say, "Susan, somebody wants this. Let me send it to them."
And that's another great thing that when you have a loved one or someone that you care about, and you just want them to know you're thinking about them, this is a way that you can do it.
Absolutely.
All right, Marilyn, thank you for your call. We appreciate it.
Oh, sure, Lynn. Take care.
Sure thing.
Okay, well, Marilyn just said that. Actually, this was my partner's idea, so I have to give her credit. She told me you were a very big beach person.
Yes.
So
I'm a beach bum, is that what she says?
Not exactly. She said you love the beach. So
let's see, what is it?
Sea glass.
It's sea glass.
Oh, it's sea glass, and it says never give up. Oh, Susan, thank you.
You're very welcome.
To both you and to your partner. I appreciate that. You want to give her a shout out?
Teresa.
Okay. Thank you, Teresa. And you know what? I love this, that it says never give up, and we will never give up in the search for an end to breast cancer. So thank you very much. This means the world to me. I really appreciate that. Well, Lindy, thank you very much for being with us. I hope that that women who are in need of skincare products will consider this. And Susan, thank you for sharing your personal story and for being an inspiration as a life coach to those who are going through it.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Good
I love doing what I do.
Good. Glad to see both of you.
Thank you.
All right. Again, if you have questions or comments, you can email me at lynn@lynndoyle.net. You can also go to the3day.org if you'd like to support me in my 3-day walk. And, of course, you can join us back here for more coverage of breast cancer care.